Okay guys, in this video we'll see how we can implement image slider with indicator. As you can see, image and slider at the bottom of the image. So either you can read this blog, I'll provide link in the description, or you can just follow my video tutorial. I'm just gonna copy and paste since we are wasting a lot of time writing the code, so it will be a lot easy for you. And but I'll explain each and every code line of code. Okay, so we'll start. I have created the project already, and project name is slider app over here. Nothing is there, just brand new project. You can create empty project over here. I'll change this directory to project, and then this is the location where we have to work. This is the Java class, and this is the layout over here. So but before that, we need some Gradle build. See, this library is required. You can click on this link to get the official latest version, but we are using this version for now. So you come to build.gradle. This dependency is used for image loading. So I'll explain when we are using this. Okay, it is successful. Now it is done. Now if you come back to the block over here, you may have to give internet permission over here. So we have written the code already. So internet permission, since we are loading the image from the internet. So for that you need to go to enter manifest.xml. Here you can give the internet permission. Uses sorry uses permission internet. Okay, internet is done. Now what we have to do, so now what we can do is in the activity main layout. Right now if you go there, where's the layout, come back, activity main over here. Right now we don't have anything, it's empty screen. Click on that eye and get rid of this text view over here. Okay, we don't have anything over here, but what we want to do, we want to add this view pager, and this view pager will have all the image inside this view pager, and this linear layout will have the indicator, that is this dot indicator over here. So let me just copy and paste this to code. Okay, come back to the code over here, and then close this tag here, paste it over here. As you can see, we got one view pager, and id name is vp slider, we'll see. And then this is mesh parent, all this thing are constant only. Then same thing for linear layout, we are giving some id, and then this orientation is horizontal, and these are all constant. While constraining, you will get this thing. You can use the relative layout as well, there's no restriction for this, but we are going to use constant layout. That's why we have to align constant every layout. Okay, so since it is done, now this part is done. Now what we can do, we have to do the layout for the single image. So in the view pager, we are going to load the single image one by one, and then while it's sliding, we can load image one by one. So what we'll do, we have to create new layout for here. This thing, I'm just going to name it layout xml over here. So just come to this new layout, paste it over here. This is the single image. So what we can do, just come back to the code over here. So you can just copy and paste all this thing exact same, come here, and instead of constant layout, this time we are using linear layout over here. Now this is a single image, how single image will look like in the screen over here. Okay, so mesh parent, okay, we can make this wrap content, and this is also wrap content. Hide, or else you can specify, let's just say 30 dp, I presume, or maybe 250 dp over here. Okay, you can change and then here I'm giving the id as well. Okay, now this layout xml is done. Now what we have to do, we have to create new adapter to load each individual image. So now we are going to create adapter from here. Just go to new Java class, and then adapter name is slider pager adapter over here. Then click OK, and you will see the class name over here. Now what we have to do, you can just copy paste all this stuff over here. So let me just copy this whole code. I'll explain what is this code about. Okay, we copy paste. Okay, sorry, we copy paste. This is not this symbol, this is this symbol. Okay, and then this is delete. Okay. So what we are trying, what we are trying to do here is okay, here also. Okay, I don't know why this thing is popping over here. Okay, and then the layout slider, and then okay. So what we are doing is we are creating new pager adapter. So we are using pager adapter, existing pager adapter, and by defining the custom. So in our pager adapter we can have all this function over here, instantiate item and all this function over here. Either you can just copy paste or you may have to implement by yourself. So r.layout, this is the slider layout, but it should be inside layout slider, and we have this layout, but still there is error over here. Okay, this error is id error, but I'm sure it will run. If you just come back to invalidate cache and restart, it will solve the problem, but I am not going to do it since it won't throw error while compiling. This is just our error which we can see, that's all. So what we are trying to do here is we are okay. Before that forget about this. So what we want to do is, now we have main activity. In main activity we are going to define this value over here. So come back to the main activity over here, and in the main activity, as we, let me just import all this part over here. So array list, okay, sorry, this is, I don't know, this is some kind of copy error or something. Okay, array list, import array list, and then text view over here. So we have activity XML. We have one in the activity main. We have view pager, we have layout, and in main activity we are defining that view pager, the layout, and adapter which we have created, and I'll explain you in a minute. So we have defined this, and we have one list of image URL. In this list we are going to define it here, and then this is for the dot indicator, or the indicator. Come back to this all screen, and then what you can do, you can define this, what is view pager dot layout. Okay, let me just copy and paste. We are copy paste, sir. Okay, and this is, I think, this block issue only, but make sure you replace this with the arrow open tag over here. So what we did, view pager we defined, and that layout dot layout also we defined, and list also we defined, and in that list we are storing these 3-4 image. In the list this 4 image will store. Now what we are doing here is we are defining the adapter which we have created here, and then we are passing context and the list. So what we are trying to do, in that adapter we are passing all the list of image in the adapter. So in that adapter we can have, in this parameter we can have all the lists. This is the list. So this list will have all the image. Then we are in this instantiate item, we are setting image one by one. So when you slide, you will get one after another. All image will we are setting from here. So this is the code how we are setting it. Glide dot with context image array list. This is a list of image. There is 4 images there. Dot get position. First position you will get, then second, third, fourth, and then we are setting into this IM slider, which is defined at the bottom. Where's okay, sorry, here itself we have defined. So next what we are doing, we are missing this function, that is indicator function. This code will take care of the indicator function over here. So what we can do here is just copy this code over here, and then just come out of this. Okay, either you can create function like this, or you can just copy and paste the function here over the same here. And this is less than, my bad, less than, okay, and then less than, then this is HTML. You have to import the tag, and then this color import. Okay, I think that's all guys. I think it should work. Now let me just run the app over here, and it is running. I'll explain you, if those of you who didn't understand, I'll explain you again, like the exact flow. But for those who understand, you can skip now. Okay, app is building. Let me just see what else error. Okay, this error, as I told you, this is id error, Android Studio error. You don't throw any error. If you want to fix this error, you can just invalidate cache and restart. Okay, our app has run already. Let me just open it. Okay, slider app over here. Okay, as you can see, our app is running, but there's no indicator over here. And let me just try to slide. Okay, it is sliding over here also. Okay, as you can see,